Hey guys, what's up? It's Patrick here, bringing you guys episode number 3 of my Quest to 4,000 Trophies series. So today, we're sitting at 3,062 trophies up in Master 1, and I'm going to try to get another 100 trophies today, like I did in the last 2 videos, and if we can get to 3,160, we should definitely be able to hit Champions League in the episode after this. So once again, Future Points has been hooking me up with the gems so far in this series, so big shout out to those guys. If you want to find out a way to get free gems, I'll put a link to the video in the description below. Let's go ahead and upgrade some walls around my base, and I'm definitely going to be redesigning my base in the next video. So hopefully I'll be able to show you guys some defensive replays. I finished upgrading all of my defenses in the last video. I think I upgraded my final mortar to max, and also I think I upgraded my dark barracks and the archer towers in the first video. So I'm going to redesign my base in the next video. I'll show you guys how it's working. Hopefully we'll be getting some trophies, and usually if you have a good base, you can definitely hover somewhere around 3,300 just on defense. So I'm going to redesign that as soon as possible. That's going to do it for the upgrades, and let's go ahead and get some attacks and see if we can steal some trophies. So once again, I'm actually going to be using Go Wipe in this video, and in the next video, I'm going to bring out a different strategy, and I actually got a lot of really nice comments, maybe comments that were too nice, that were saying that I was like doing some beast attacks, and I feel like some of my attacks so far in the series have been pretty good, but other ones have been pretty average, and in order to get to 4,000, I'm probably going to have to shore that up a lot, because towards the end, I imagine I'm going to get maybe 3 or 4 trophies for a win, and then for a loss, I'm going to lose like 31, so you really have to be on top of your game all the time, and I'll definitely make my way back to the Go Wipe, or maybe I'll find a strategy that's even better, and I'll try to get 100% with it as soon as possible. Alright, so for the first base here, this guy has a little bit of a Southern Teaser design. Instead of attacking through the bottom, I thought it would be better to attack through the top because there really weren't that many defenses, and the Inferno Towers are pretty far away from the Town Hall if you attack from this side. So let's go ahead and make our way through, and I actually did a pretty solid job with my wall breakers. This guy didn't have any Clan Castle troops, and that helped out a bit, and a lot of people in the comment section were saying that I should bring a jump spell, and I actually am sort of 50-50 with the jump spell. Sometimes I use it in my Clan Wars raids, sometimes I don't, so I might bring it sometime soon, maybe when I return to Go Wipe, I'll bring it back out. It just really depends on the type of base that you're attacking, but yeah, I can definitely see the jump spell. I love using the jump spell, especially with Go Wipe. It lets you bring less wall breakers, you have total control of where your jump spell is going to go, whereas sometimes your wall breakers, as you guys saw in the last video, can sort of go crazy. So I'll bring it back soon, and let's go ahead and see if we can get 50% on this guy's base. So 44%. Overall, this raid was pretty solid. Probably my biggest mistake is I had 2 P.E.K.K.A.s run around on the right-hand side, so I could have been a little bit crisper with those guys. But in the end, 21 trophies, a nice bonus at Master 1, and let's go ahead and move on to the next raid. So for this next guy's base, you're going to go ahead and see it's a replay because my recording gave out midway through, but you see his town halls on the outside. And for most people, they might just take the town hall and leave. But for me, this guy actually has a pretty good base to 2-star, so I'm going to go ahead and focus on doing that right now. So pretty unlucky for this dude. Most people in Champions League would just attack it and leave, or maybe attack it and steal the resources, but I'm definitely going for those trophies, and his base is actually pretty easy to attack. The way it's set up, I only had to drop a couple wall breakers to break through those first 2 compartments because they weren't layered or anything like that, so I could blow up the T intersections really easily. And then after that, a few more wall breakers to make my way into the second layer, and I should be able to get an easy 50% on this guy's base. I don't think I'm going to be able to get 3 stars. Let's go ahead and see how the P.E.K.K.A.s do. I did get the P.E.K.K.A.s at least into the first layer, and that one P.E.K.K.A. is making its way on the right-hand side. So 44%, 45%, and this should definitely be a pretty easy 50%. So a little bit more difficult than I imagined, but really not too bad at all. 50%, 23 trophies. This guy had a lot. That's definitely why I didn't just attack him and leave. And let's go ahead and move our way to raid number 3. So for this guy's base, this is sort of a base design I've been seeing recently where people have these spread apart compartments that aren't attached. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. I might do a base like this except have some sort of second layer of my base that's completely unattached and make the troops run around in a circle, but I haven't exactly decided yet. And let's go ahead and attack this guy's base and see how we can do. So Golem on the right hand side decided to come back to the center, which is a little bit unfortunate. Gonna go ahead and drop my wall breakers on the left and right hand side, and after these buildings go down in the middle, my troops should split in half and hopefully make their way into the center of this base. So dropping a couple more wall breakers, making their way to that first layer, and then the next round of wall breakers should make their way to the center. There's only one more layer as a wall, and yeah, I actually did a really good job with those wall breakers, and let's go ahead and make our way to the center of the base. So something I should be doing right now is dropping that freeze spell, and that freeze spell is going to freeze both of the Inferno Towers. And if you guys are at Town Hall 10, definitely make sure your Inferno Towers are spread far enough apart to where you can't freeze them both at once. But unluckily, I think I dropped both of them at the same time, so that was sort of dumb. And yeah, anyways, Wizard Tower is going to attack that Town Hall, and in a second, with the Town Hall having 1 HP, my King's going to swing back around, and he's going to be able to get us that 50%, and, or I guess that 50% and the Town Hall, and we can surrender and wrap up this raid. So pretty good raid. Still have 2 P.E.K.K.A.s on the outside. Not sure if those guys are going to be able to do much else. Go ahead and end the battle. 18 trophies. Again, a nice bonus that's helping us pay for our troops, and let's move our way to the next battle. So still finding amazing trophies, man. You really have to soak this up right now because I really feel like I'm going to be complaining by the time I hit like 3,700 and the trophies are just non-existent, and maybe I have some fail raid where the queen shoots a wall and I get 49% and I lose like 35 trophies. So I'm sort of just enjoying it right now, soaking it up because I know it's only going to get worse later. And let's go ahead and attack this guy's base from the bottom right hand side. So wall breakers are going down. Giant Bomb, I think, only took care of maybe 1 or 2 wizards, so I'm not too mad about that. And let's go ahead and try to make our way into the center of this guy's base before my troops split out too far and they're not able to get to the Town Hall. So wall breakers are going through, blowing up the first layer, getting close to the second layer and blowing that guy up, and now my queen is there, and I think the queen should be good enough to take care of that Town Hall. I don't really need much else. She's sitting on a rage spell as well as I still have her ability. So after she shoots that down, I still have some P.E.K.K.A.s on the outside, and my king's doing a pretty good job. And let's go ahead and see what else we can do against this guy's base. So again, I still have my queen's ability. I'm going to activate that in a couple of seconds whenever I need to. But looking at our prospects of getting 3 stars, not sure exactly if we can get it done, but I'll sort of just let it run out and see exactly how much damage we can do against this guy's base. So queen shooting that gold storage. I was really hoping the queen would just go on a massacre and destroy all the buildings on that inside ring, which would be really nice. She ended up destroying that gold storage in 1 more building, but unfortunately she went down, and I actually didn't activate the ability, I don't think, which is a big fail, and that actually could have changed the course of this raid. I still have my king, I still have the P.E.K.K.A., I still have some wizards, and it looks like I'm not going to be able to do much else, and I'll probably just have to surrender it for this raid. So that's going to wrap it up for this one. Don't know what else could have been, but I still got 18 trophies. Maybe the queen could have gone on a rampage, but more or less I would have guessed her just shooting a wall and sitting there and dying. So I'll go ahead and take that, head back to base, and in the end we wrapped it up with 3,170 trophies. So some pretty good raids today. Again, lots of 2 stars, and in the next video I'm going to be using a different army composition. You guys can drop a guess about what it is in the comments section below. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. I'll see you guys on episode number 4. Peace out.